Welcome to the Blue Oasis Podcast. This is the podcast for finding peace and prosperity, learning the history of hobbies, as well as developing a little side hustle. If you want to find peace and prosperity in your life, this is your show. Get ready. You're listening to the Blue Oasis Podcast. I am your host, Adam Rothstein. All right, let's get to the show. Good morning and welcome back, everyone. I know it's been at least 4 months or almost 4 months since I've started this, but I went through some things. I had some difficulties. There was definitely some trouble, but let's get back into it. So, this is going to be about Christmas, hobbies, and making money during this holiday season. So typically, back during the 90s or before the internet age, if you're like an average Joe like me, what people would do back in the past was to work as a retail associate or sales associate at like JCPenney or Macy's, and they would do simple tasks. They would wrap gifts, they would work at bookstores, and they would just be clerks during that little holiday period just to earn some extra income. So that is one way. Baking cookies and having a little bake sale in your neighborhood, that's another way as well, and it's a fun little hobby. And also during this time, don't be afraid to just have fun with it. I mean, there's a guy in my neighborhood who just set up a model train expose, and he's like charging $5 just to see it. This huge HO layout in his garage. That's incredible now. So you can definitely have fun with this, and I always encourage you to come up with new and creative ways. So if there's ever a time to really make your hobby a passion project, well, it's Christmas. But now the truth is, it was actually 5 years ago was the best time, because it's just part of an old saying. When's the best time to plant a tree? 5 years ago. When's the next best time? Right now. So just think of it like that. Now, this podcast episode is definitely should be out on Wednesday by the time you're listening to this, and I do want to add a little bit about Hanukkah in here as well. People have made dreidels out of clay, pun intended, and it was, and people sell them too. Now, I grew up with wooden dreidels, and as kids, we had gummy bears and chocolates, and if you got Gimel, you would get all of it. Yeah, it was Gimel, Daled, Hey, yeah. Or if you got Daled, you get like half of it, and then if you got the Hey, it would be, yeah, you lose all of it. So it was kind of like chance for Jewish people, so to speak. Chance for Jewish people, let's say. So I do not want to get too into that because for whatever reason, my luck was never on my side during that time. But yeah, it's definitely also a great time just to celebrate with your friends and family. And let me just include something on hobbies here, just not necessarily financial, but definitely just go crazy and just reduce your stress as well. Now, if you have model trains, put a train in the living room and just let it run with under the tree. If you are like that, if you do like trains, and if you also Like, if you're Jewish like me, just set up the trains and just let them run as well. Because, I mean, just have something simple to enjoy. And you don't always need to buy a gift for everyone, because guess what? You can make them too. The minimalists, I was listening to the minimalists, and they're like, you don't always have to get someone a gift. I mean, if they just ask why not, you can just explain that to them, and they will, and just say, hey, I'm sorry I couldn't get you a gift. I'm, just budget issues. I mean, but it doesn't damage you. I still see you as a human being, and also just say, just be willing to spend time with your friend or family member. I think that's a little more important at times too than another gift. Just be there for them, because, and this goes beyond hobbies too, because if you're not there for your friends and family, you will have no one else to have in your life. And it's worth having people in your life, believe me. And also, you do want to find the right people, so don't ever let them go. Stay in touch with them as well, because I've stayed in touch with many of my college teammates, high school friends, high school teammates, and even those old friends back at Montgomery County and people I grew up with as well. That was my life. Moving on from that, I do want to thank you all for listening again, because, it's that time of the year, it's holiday season, and I'm just still trying to be a better person every day. So I just want to give a shout out to you, the fan, saying thank you for listening and thank you for supporting this podcast. So, what other things can you do during this time for yourself or to make money? Well, talked about cookies, poems too. You could definitely publish short poems and put them on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or Goodreads, or any place where they sell books. You can also just put it as a PDF on your website, and just charge like $5 for it as well, for nice Christmas poems. That is definitely something you can share with your community, your church group, your synagogue. If you're Jewish like me, you could write Hanukkah poems as well, and and it's just so simple that you can start a business with this. You can also make a Christmas journal, and here's how you do that. You create a cover on either Canva, Photoshop, or even Adobe Spark. You can definitely do something with that if you do not have an Adobe subscription. You can make that and get some Christmas decorations, get some Christmas stock photos or clip art, and then create a cover saying Christmas journal, and just have 120 blank pages, and you can sell it on Amazon for like $8 too, and that's incredible. Because you can like just sell a blank journal on Amazon and have it make money, and I did it. My barber bought a copy is just to support me, and then her daughter liked it, and then that just spread, and then now her friends want it, and there you go. A good design can change a lot too. So I suggest making a Christmas journal as well, to just something simple. You can have that done in an hour, and and just have it up on Amazon. Now, it would take about 72 hours to approve it, so you need to factor that time in. But to get that done, you could definitely get it done in 72 hours to put it up on Amazon. To put it on Barnes & Noble, you're going to need to save it. You're definitely going to need to work in Microsoft Word, or you're going to need to go into Microsoft Word and then export it as a PDF. Barnes & Noble is a little more technical with that, and it's not as simple as Amazon, and even still, they will catch errors if your border width is off, if the spine is off, it's going to be bad, but it's not going to work out. But let me just get back to more Christmas hobbies. YouTube, again, definitely put yourself out there as well. Medium.com is definitely something that I've grown to love. Put out your recipes on that, and then just redirect people back to your website. If you have these Christmas traditions or these recipes, redirect them back to your website, and just have like cookies, because people do like cookies as well on Medium, or just write something simple about the Christmas holidays and what you plan to do, because you can get. I've got like 24 people on Medium, and I will find a way to get to 100 as well. So also, when you're on Medium, just be sure to follow people, clap for them, and just comment on their articles. Just let people know what you think of them, because ultimately that will make the difference. I talk a lot about shaking people's hands, and this holiday season certainly is going to be a time for that. Shake people's hands, get to know them as well, and they will. And if you can serve them, they will serve you back, whether that's monetarily or just being there as a friend. So hobbies create community, and with that community, you will have those bonds with people that you know. And as introverted as I am, I will find people, and I will try and stay as close to them as I possibly can, because I don't want to lose any friend in my life. And yes, I've lost some. Some just said, "Goodbye, Adam, you're a weirdo, get lost," sort of thing. You're going to have those people in your life, because, we all have our paths. And this mission of mine is to make people get their message out there, whether it's with my courses, this podcast, or my YouTube channel, or Medium articles, or Substack. I will definitely find a way to help you get your message out, whatever it takes, because this world needs free speech. This world needs, the bad ideas, so that we can find the good ideas. And without free speech, it doesn't. We can't have our hobbies without them. We cannot, because if we deem one thing, a certain thing unacceptable, like one idea acceptable, like let's say, you can't say blueberries are bad, or just they're disgusting. Like, no, that's just your opinion. But I like blueberries. But you can't say that. Having that idea of where you can't say that certain thing will lead you to say, model trains are bad. You can't work with model trains. It's like, because it will roll downhill, not just, and And we cannot build a community without free speech or freedom of thought or freedom of association. Because if we don't have freedom of association, we can't, get new people to our group and promote our ideas and help people find themselves. The First Amendment is very important for any community to grow, because any restriction on that will limit, the growth of the community, and not necessarily that it's not necessarily that bigger communities create peace and prosperity, necessarily, because there is a tipping point where, it's just too much. You can't get to know everyone, and it's time to separate as well. But if you have a group of 600 people and you can manage that, good for you. I cannot, but I will definitely manage maybe 24 at the most, as well. But yeah, but definitely feel free to explore new things and enjoy the ride as well. This has definitely been, a tough time for all of us, and I do think that we're going to find a way to build more community, and I'm not sure how, but whether that's through online means or in the real world, I'm going to find it. I will find it, believe me, because I'm just that motivated to, see a world come to a better place, and for every person to, find that extra source of income, to find, what truly makes them tick. Speaking of which, I have to talk about Discover 2022. So my mentor, Jason Stapleton, is going to be putting on a Zoom webinar, or Zoom meeting, rather. It goes live December 11th, 2021. We talk about how we're going to put ourselves in the right mindset in 2022 and finding ourselves. And if you would like to register for this event, which is totally free, and if you're interested in anything about controlling the source of your own income, you definitely want to sit in on this. So that's 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time of December 11th. I will leave a link in below, and you can register there. Enter your email, first and last name, and that should be it as well. Now, I will leave you all with this one message, or just a little more on Christmas, rather. Christmas is the time of giving. You can definitely take a break during this time. Give your time to those that you care about, and give those. And definitely feel free to buy gifts for yourself and for others as well. And just enjoy it. Definitely enjoy those moments that you get as well. Because, Christmas is a great time. The holidays are a great time because they do change, because they definitely help build that community. And it's these times that I'm always going to be grateful for, whether it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, or the end of the year, or even New Year's Eve. It just all brings you together. And I just hope that you use it wisely, use that time wisely. And with that being said, that will conclude this episode of the Blue Oasis Podcast. I am your host, Adam Rothstein. If you liked this, please consider donating to the show, and if not, just click follow, subscribe Just please also just be sure to rate this 5 stars if you think it's worth it. That'll do it. Stay safe. Stay great. I'll talk to you all in the next episode of the Blue Oasis Podcast.